Some of the recollections of the 9th standard number systems we are going to see now. I'm going to just summarize the what are all in the number system. You just have learned how to represent in the number line. Just we going to mark a what number or what point in the number line which we needed. Okay. Then next different types of natural numbers, whole numbers, then how it is denoted, then integers, non-integers, what are all the integers, how to represent it, what are all the non-integers, how to represent it out. We have seen that then next comes the rational numbers which means p by q, where q not equal to 0, which is a very necessity for it. Since r is called a rational number. Okay, if it is a rational number, the term should be written as a p by q. If it is not a rational number, then there is no way of writing the number in p by q format, where q is strictly not equal to 0, which is followed out. Then how to find the rational numbers between the terms we have seen, then how to represent in the p by q format. Then comes the irrational numbers. For example, irrational numbers means root 2, root 4, like that. Root numbers are maximum the irrational numbers, because root 2 by 1 which gives some other value which we can't able to write it. Then how to locate a root 2 or some values in the number line. For example, root 5 can be represented on the number line, which by using a Pythagoras theorem, root 5 can be written in the format of 2 square plus 1 square, since the root. Then using by Pythagoras theorem, we have seen that a c square equal to a square plus b square, which where c is equal to root a square plus b square. That root 5 can be written in the format of 2 square plus 1 square, and then draw the one number line which consists of the 0, 1, 2, 3 and as well as minus 1, 2, 3. Mark the point 0 as an O. Take a radius of 2 points. Okay, since 2 points are available, take OA, then draw in a perpendicular line which joins OB and AB like this. Okay, thus gives the one certain point OB. Since then take an OB as a radius, then draw the perpendicular line as a C. Okay, which gives the root 5. Then AB of the unit perpendicular line, OA as a center, then draw as an OC point. This is the root 5. This is how the root 5 can be represented in the number line. Okay. Then there comes the how the positive integers can be represented, that is root n equal to root n minus 1. Then next comes the real numbers and their decimal expansions. For that we are having an example that 10 by 3, which can be written by solving using a decimal point. As then there comes the continuous remainder of 1. Then there is another value, that is 7, which is if we gives a point, then there comes the 0. Then by solving this we can get a remainder 0. Here you can see this is in this case there is a remainder 1, and in another case it comes then a 0. There are two type of cases available in the real numbers, that the remainder becomes 0, that then in another case remainder never becomes 0. That means if it is the remainder becomes 0, such numbers are terminating type. Then if the remainder never becomes 0, then it comes the non-terminating. If it is a 0, then it is a terminating. If it is not a 0, then it is a non-terminating. This is difference between rational and irrational also comes under this. For the proof that how to show that the number is rational or irrational, just reminder that we want to prove that this 3.14 is a rational or not. Just divide this by some of the values. Okay, if there is an if 0 comes, then it is an irrational number. If it is not in 0, then it is an irrational number. That's the difference for the rational and irrational in the decimal value. Then next comes the how to simplify in the root 2's value. What is the root? And then to find an irrational numbers between two terms, how to find an irrational numbers between two terms are calculated. Then how to represent the real numbers on the number line. For that magnification we have explained in the how. First we want, if I want to locate in a 2.677, okay, for that first want to take an 1 to 2 3 lines, then split this as an 2 and 3, then split this as an 2.5 and 2.7, then there comes the 2.6 and 2.7, then 2.65, then 2.75, there comes the 2.677. like this every points we want to split up as 10 parts. First 10 parts, then 10 parts in the next number line, then there comes the next 10 parts in the next number line, there comes the next 10 parts in the next number line. Like this numbers values are to be denoted. Then next comes the visualize. This is a visualization of the number. Okay, then operation on the real numbers. How to add the two numbers to find the check whether the numbers are rational or irrational. Then how to add the two numbers. For example, I am considering this 2 root 2 plus 5 root 3 and root 2 minus 3 root 3. By adding these two numbers, root 2 plus 3 root 3 plus root 2 minus 3 root 3. Okay, we want to add these numbers, so just I am taking this 2 root 2 plus root 2, then 5 root 3 minus 3 root 3, then there comes the 2 plus 1 of common term root 2, then minus 5 minus 3 where the root 3 is a common term, 2 plus 1 is 3 root 2 plus 2 root 3. This is an answer for this problem. Like this we want to think over it before writing. Okay, how to solve the problems before denoting that. Then next we are going to see of the sum of the positive real numbers. Okay, positive real numbers, which means root AB is equal to root A and root B. Okay, then next root of A by B is equal to root A divided by root B. Then next root A plus root B, root A minus root B, which is an A minus B. Then next comes A plus root B, A minus root B, which is called an A square minus B. Then next root A plus root B, root C plus root D, which is written as A root AC, root AD, root BC, then root BD. Okay, then root A plus root B the whole square equal to A plus 2AB plus B. Then we are going to simplify one problem. 5 plus root 7, 2 plus root 5. This can be written as 10 5 into 2, 10 plus 5 root 5, then 2 root 7 into root of 35. But you can see that this is not a simplified expression. We can get as it is, equations only. We can able to solve all the equations which comes in the long terms. So this is not called a simplified examples. Then there is another simplified example, that 2 by root 3 2 by since the bases are equal, so